creativity and innovation. ULIP Logistics Hackathon 2.0 is a flagship initiative by NICDC Logistics Data Services in partnership with Niti Aayog, Logistics Division, and Startup India. Conceptualized over a course of a year and officially launched in September 2024, the hackathon was designed to address key challenges of logistics sector. Participants worked across 5 key categories: sustainable logistics, data-driven optimization of logistics operations, operational efficiency and optimization, tech-driven logistics innovation, and unified documentation and digital transformation. Each category highlights the potential of technology-driven solutions in revolutionizing India's logistics ecosystem. Participants were given access to unified logistics interface platform APIs, enabling them to build scalable, data-driven solutions. The response was overwhelming, with over 4,700 participants from across the country, including 3,500 students, 250 startups, and 800 professionals and freelancers. After multiple rounds of evaluation, 25 teams were shortlisted to develop prototypes of their ideas, culminating in today's grand finale. Now, so before we proceed to the much anticipated announcement of the winners, I would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to a very special group of people, the esteemed members of our jury. The jury members have been instrumental in evaluating hundreds of innovative solutions submitted by the participants across the country. Their dedication, expertise, and meticulous assessment have ensured that the very best ideas are recognized. Let us take this opportunity to honor their contribution. Now I would like to invite Honorable HCIM to please award the jury members. Yes. So I request Mr. Aiba, Vice President, NEC Corporation India, to please come on the stage. Yeah, please, sir. I'd like to call upon Shri A.M. Rao, Group General Manager, Central Warehousing Corporation.
Next.
Professor Devjit Roy, Chair Professor of Operations and Data Science, IIM Ahmedabad. Shri Tapaswini PVN, Vice President, Arvind Limited. Shri Chahat Khattar, Consultant, DPIIT. We are deeply grateful to all of them for their time, expertise, and dedication in evaluating solutions. It is now time to celebrate the brilliance and innovation of our winners. We're deeply honored to have the Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry with us today to present the awards to the exceptional teams. So we'll start off with the awards. Let's start with the Sustainable Logistics category. Okay. So the winner of this category is Electra Wheeler. Electra Wheeler created a platform that integrates electric vehicles into logistics operations. Please come on the stage. And we also had top solutions from Vahan, Blend, and Fleet Forge. They also did a commendable job in this category. Thank you, everyone. Next, we move on to the category of data-driven optimization of logistics operation. Here we had many participants, but the winner is eSeal Store. I would ask eSeal Store team to come on stage. Yes. We had participation from Freight Fusion, Medilogix, Translogix, and U-Bolt Technologies also, which did commendable in this category. The next category is Unified Documentation and Digital Transformation. And the winner of this category is Vishwas. Their blockchain-based platform promises to revolutionize trade documentation. Next is operational efficiency and optimization, and here we have Cargo FL as the winner. Their cutting-edge approach to fleet and operations management stood out for its scalability and impact. Now, the fifth category, the tech-driven logistics innovation. Here, I would like to announce the winner, and I know a lot of my ULIP users are waiting for this. Docker Vision. Congratulations, Docker Vision, for their outstanding solution. They designed a system to optimize port operations with OCR-based container tracking and predictive traffic management. Finally, we come to the special award for the most innovative solution. The winner of this prestigious award is Vahan Blend. Their groundbreaking innovation in developing India's first carbon accounting platform for transportation. This platform will enable businesses and the Government of India to drive sustainable transformation through a comprehensive carbon emission inventory, facilitating informed decision-making, policy analysis, and large-scale AI-driven analytics. Sir, Honorable Minister, we are privileged to have you here today. May I kindly invite you to share your thoughts and inspire us all?
Thank you very much, all my esteemed colleagues on the dais, Ajay ji, Himani ji, Ms. Ahirwar, Srinivas, Rajat Saini, the CMD of NITIC, all the other colleagues in the government, and all the participants and winners of the NLDS ULIP Logistics Hackathon 2.0. A very, very warm welcome to all of you. Very happy to have all of you in Vanijya Bhavan. Many of you may be visiting our office for the first time. And I do hope you get a sense of how the government is also changing as you change with your new ideas. And truly delighted to compliment all the winners today, because your contributions will help us shape the India of tomorrow. I think the winners would have been pretty much kept a secret, because there was a scream I heard. Yeah, that scream said it all. I thought that genuinely the winners didn't know that they're going to win. It's not a bad idea. It at least makes sure that everybody attends. But truly happy to see that the second edition has evinced much more participation. Madam was just giving us the statistics. Pretty impressive number of participants, both from schools and colleges, from startups, and the kind of awards that have been given, the winners with their work have truly reflected something unique. As I was reading about eSeal Store and how they're going to have a real-time empty container discovery platform, I think it's the need of the hour. We've been talking about it all the time. Transporters, exporters, everybody comes and keeps complaining that it's very difficult to get empty containers. I remember at one point of time during COVID, we actually had to get everybody in the same room and declare the containers that they have. And we discovered thousands of containers were lying all over the country empty. And there was no trace why they are lying there. And when we got all of them pulled into action, into usage, it almost eliminated the container shortage during COVID. I think this platform shows tremendous promise, and I'm sure eSeal Store will become a great tool for industry, and containers largely is used by importers and exporters. So well done to eSeal. I was also reading about Vahan Blend, the first carbon accounting platform for transportation. That's also very impressive. It's the need of the hour. Only yesterday I was in a long dialogue with counterparts from other parts of the world. And almost across the world there's a collective agreement that sustainability is going to define our future, the future of trade, the future of almost mankind. And therefore, the platform which will help us recognize the amount of carbon impact that different modes of transport, logistics has in the value chain, in the supply chain, will help us probably grab more business, newer business, attract clients to come and do work with India in a sustainable fashion. And likewise, I'm sure each of the winners, about whom they've given me a little write-up, but I'm sure each of the winners has a new offering, something very interesting for the whole world to acknowledge and absorb. And in some sense, as these hackathons pick up traction, you will all realize that this is the new style of governance that we are introducing to the country. I have myself had an experience of having a few problem cases solved through hackathons. At one point, we were struggling with the storage of onions and tomatoes. And I remember launching a hackathon at the Bombay Stock Exchange building in Mumbai for finding better storage techniques. So there is so many problem statements that are out there in our system, in our own lives. Almost everything. I mean, for me, a problem statement today is why the hell do we have these tables decorated, because it leaves us no place to even hand over the award. Or why is there a gap, so much of a gap behind us? Something is wrong in the design of this thing, which could lead to somebody thinking about more efficient event management, which could lead to somebody thinking about how we can bring down the costs of events. What could we do about maybe the flex board over here? Is it going to be a one-time single-use flex board, which is certainly not a sustainable way to do it? Or can there be some other way? I don't know. I mean, I'm not putting up a huge digital screen here, which will cost a few hundred times what the flex board costs. But I don't know, there could be some way to look at a better, more efficient, more sustainable way to run an event. I'm only throwing a thought, not that I'm asking you to start a hackathon on that. But that's the new governance model, which is inclusive, which involves our people, our young minds, our thinkers, our startups, our innovators. And as much you jog your mind and memory, as much you jog your capabilities, you can get better and better solutions. Who knows? In the next 3 months, somebody could come up with a better solution than what Vahan Blend has come up with. I'm not taking away the credit from you or the winners, but seriously, that's evolution. That'll be the continuous process of upgrading, improving, moving forward. And this governance model, being inclusive, is what Prime Minister Modi calls Sabka Prayas. When everybody puts in an effort, things can only get better. Things can only become more efficient. We can become more effective in our delivery of goods and services, or even governance from the government perspective. And if we all take that as the new model of governance, the way we are going to work in the future, I am sure ease of doing business on the one hand, and ease of living for the citizens of India, on the other hand. Two very important objectives that we have set before ourselves, two very important outcomes that are necessary for us to be competitive on the world stage, to be able to provide goods to our people, our consumers, at affordable prices, can be achieved, and we can continuously look at upgrading and improving our work. The Honorable Prime Minister also recently interacted with the participants of the Smart India Hackathon, earlier in December only. I think it was 11th of December. And there he had made a statement, and I'd like to quote, in the past 7 years, many solutions from hackathons have solved many major problems. And I do believe this effort on the logistics front will equally help us improve our policies, help us improve our performance. And as we improve policy, as performance of the logistics sector gets better, we are bound to see progress of the nation, which is our collective effort and collective commitment to the nation. And therefore, friends, let's all of us aim for global leadership in supply chain efficiency. Let's all of us aim to bring down the cost of logistics, the cost of moving goods from one place to another, particularly for market, for the export business, into single digits so that we are competitive with the rest of the world. Let us all work towards integrated, efficient and sustainable logistics network. The National Logistics Portal was intended to achieve that objective, and I'm sure when all of us collectively drive our energies to achieve this result, we'll certainly get a much more advanced technological outcome, we'll get a much more simplified way of working, and our skills and talent will be put to good use. Friends, on the part of the government, we are trying to expand the availability of facilities. Our national highway program is showing tremendous speed and results. We've almost tripled the number of national highways in the country. We have doubled the port capacity. The number of airports has gone up from 74 to 125 in the last 10 years. By 2029, we wish to take it up to 175, 200, another 75 to be added. This will increase. It has increased from 74 to 150 and will increase to 225 by 2029, the number of airports. We are planning in advance. Gone are the days when we used to start planning and implement projects long after the demand had already overtaken the supply. Today there's planning in advance, visualizing the need of logistics infrastructure in the next 20, 30 or 50 years, and projects are sanctioned and implemented. I mean, who could have imagined the number of expressways that we see in a state like Uttar Pradesh today? Who could have imagined that the Delhi-Mumbai movement through road can be covered in 12 hours after the new highway is complete? It's almost getting there, maybe another year, year and a half, and it'll be all set to take you from Delhi to Mumbai in 12 hours flat. And if you go in an electric car, you could actually, a family of 5 could get there at a cost of only 1,000 rupees worth of charging. And incidentally, I think it was either yesterday or day before yesterday, that I saw 100% designed in India and largely indigenous electric vehicle developed by Mahindra & Mahindra, which was truly fascinating, a delight for the eye, a delight to sit and travel in. and a delight to see the amount of features that it had. It was truly value for money. What I experienced day before yesterday, when I saw that car, it gives you a range of about 550, 560 kilometers. Fast charging can be done in 20 minutes. It has features like a full transparent sunroof. There's automatic parking, so even without the driver, by just giving a command, the car can park for itself. I was truly amazed at our engineering talent, at the finishing of that car, and the beautiful interiors, the technology, the electronics that went into it, and the drive was a pleasure. India has all the capabilities. We just need to harness our abilities, put the best foot forward, get cracking to solve the challenges that the world throws upon us, and I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that our outcomes and achievements will take us in this Amrit Kal to become a developed nation, a prosperous nation, Viksit Bharat, by 2047, when we celebrate 100 years of independence. Towards that end, may I invite all of you to join me in 5 commitments that we make as a team for the future. In a way, it could be called a call to action. 1, let's expand the digital integration of our stakeholders and bring more and more stakeholders onto the digital platforms that we are creating so that we can build upon platforms like the ULIP. ULIP was a platform which was very well received. Can we look at 100% saturation of all stakeholders on that platform? That way we can do predictive analysis, we can do data-driven decisions, we can actually help each other come up with better solutions to the problems the logistics sector is often facing. 2, and very obviously, sustainability. We'll all have to seriously address the concerns around green logistics becoming a part of our day-to-day usage. We'll have to adopt technology, whether it's electric mobility, whether hydrogen becomes the fuel, or ethanol or biofuels come into play. We'll have to look at multimodal transport options to bring down the overall carbon impact or impact on the ecosystem, and make sustainability at the core, bring it to the core of our thinking and our work. Number 3, one of the biggest challenges that all of us face is matching skills to the job requirement. We will have to seriously look at skill development, even in the logistics sector. We'll have to collaborate with institutions of repute. We'll have to train a future-ready workforce. There are many opportunities. The Prime Minister has announced 5 schemes, which were announced in the budget by the Honorable Finance Minister earlier this year. We have to leverage government, private sector, and academia so that more and more of our people can be skilled to become better and more proficient in the work related to the logistics sector. 4th, we will have to look at innovation in building infrastructure. It's not always necessary to go down the beaten path. Let us all apply our mind to better road building techniques, to faster road building techniques, to faster setting up of ports, to faster processes for bidding out contracts. There's so much we can do, right from the conceptualization stage up to the stage of completion of a project. PM Gati Shakti is one such initiative. I'm sure we can do much more in cutting down cost, cutting down time, helping speed up projects and make sure there's no time and cost overrun, use artificial intelligence, use data analytics, use the Internet of Things, maybe use 3D manufacturing for certain requirements. maybe look at precast structures to build buildings rather than using cement mixers and all of that in the cities, causing a huge amount of pollution. So let's look at innovative building techniques for infrastructure and all associated infrastructure. And finally, can we have similar hackathons with other newer problem statements? Can we make this the order of the day? Can you all tell us what are the problems that you are facing? And we will be happy to initiate more hackathons. Now we do it once in a year. Can we do it once in 6 months? Can we do it once in 3 months? The more the problem statements, the more we will have opportunity to invite youngsters, invite startups, invite school and college going children to participate in ideation and coming up with a better way of doing things. So friends, with these 5 suggestions, thank you very much for joining me as we stand at the cusp of a logistics revolution today. Let us all resolve to play our part and be a part of the making of history as India moves towards becoming a developed nation by 2047. Let's make logistics seamless. Let's empower our stakeholders. And finally, let's look at making life better for the citizens of India. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, if I request if we could have a picture with all the 25 participants. They might not have one today, but their solutions were path-breaking as well. So I request all the 25 participants to please come on the stage and let's have a picture with this, sir. Yes, please, sir.
25.
Yes.
All 25.
Yes. Intogen, Intogen.
All 25.
Yes, all 25. Please come here and let's have a picture.
लाइव पकड़ उठा जरा क्या करना अरे आगे ले ले फोटो ले हाँ तो सही शर्मा जी